Alright, let me go grab the link to this real quick. And we'll go see if we're streaming. We are. Okay, let me... Alright, everyone. Time. Finish. The end of Paper Mario. The 1,000-year door. Alright. It's very exciting music to be listening to while we're doing this, but that's how it go. Alright, so let's post that there. Alright, post this stuff to Twitter. Close that because we don't need that open anymore. Alright. Let's see. There we go. I hope. It looks like we're streaming. Should be good. So I'm gonna wait for a couple minutes because Jispy might be doing something. So we'll just chill. And let Mario sleep. Let him rest. He's got a big battle ahead of him, so I think it's probably fair. And finally, the episode where Goku beats Majin Buu. I guess you could call it that, although I guess, like, the Paper Mario series, this would be more akin to, like, Goku beating Frieza. And then Super Paper Mario, I guess, is the fight with Cell, and then there's just no Majin Buu. Or I guess no, Origami King probably would fit the Majin Buu thing, considering the Buu saga is incredibly flawed, but has its moments. Anyways, welcome to the stream, or welcome back, more accurately, to Paper Mario, the 1,000-year door. And this time, we're finally going to see the end of this game that we've been playing for quite a while. I am very excited, especially for when we get to the final boss here. Because I've played this game a bunch of times, but, like, there's some stuff I want to kind of relive here and bring up in regards to this, because it's like, this is the first playthrough I've gotten to do of this in quite a while. But also because I've never gotten to share some of my memories with this, considering that this was my first RPG, and thus meant a whole lot to me. I liked the Buu Saga, but I read through the manga. I have not seen the anime of that arc. I just thought it was kind of messy. It has its moments, but it's messy. So, well, actually, let's switch our party members. I'm not sure this is really the best character for this. In fact, let's go in with Goombella for this one, because I don't want to risk this. Jeepers, this room gives me a super bad feeling, Mario. What is this chamber? Probably not an ominous set piece, ready to set up a big boss fight. And there he is. We finally meet Mario. I've been looking forward to this, I must admit. So this chump is the leader of those X-Nauts? Yes, correct. I am the supreme leader of the secret society of X-Nauts. I am Brodus. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I really must express my thanks to you first. And do you know why? You have gathered together all the crystal stars I was seeking. No, the last crystal star we found on the moon. What did we do? You realize now, do you? Yes, instead of taking the few crystal stars you fools had bumbled into, it was far easier to let you find them all and open the 1,000-year door for me. How kind of you to bring them all here to me. All I had to do was entrust the last crystal star to my least competent underling. I don't suppose Crump had any idea of my plan, though. So, whether he beat you or lost to you, The crystal stars would be together, and mine either way. Pure genius. Now, I thought the Shadow Sirens would do a little more to slow your progress. But it appears they are so useless that even this small task was beyond them. No matter, I still get the pleasure of sending you to oblivion. Be careful, Mario. This jerk looks totally nasty. Once you fools are gone, no one will stand in my way. Grodus will rule the world. No way will we let that happen. Now come. So the first of 3 major bosses to wrap up this game, it's time to actually fight Grodus. Meet your end, you meddlesome fools. You will know my power. This boss is not going to be easy either. And that's partially because this guy decides that he's going to start the fight with 4 fucking things to shield him, which is great. See, the trick is the Xnauts preferred the Xbox. Ah, I see. So, I'm going to start this fight off with an Earth Tremor. And we'll go from there. I hope I can hit all of them. We'll find out. Ah, okay, I always do that. It would be cool if Bowser showed up and helped you. Well, he's not gonna help us here, I can tell you that much. We have to fight this guy fair and square. And so, let's tattle him real quick. That's Grodus. He's the head of the Xnauts who kidnapped Peach. Max HP is 50, attack is 7, and defense is 1. But when he has Grodus excess surrounding him, his defense will go up by that number. He may also use electricity, fire, and time-stopping magic. That doesn't sound good. Still, he's totally a weird guy. Why is he so intense and serious all the time? I guess we don't have time to worry about that. Let's beat him and find Peach. Oh, okay, well. Yeah, the whole point of this fight is gonna be basically doing as much as we can. Also, our entire audience is fucking Xnauts, so that's really helpful. Electricity, fire, and time magic. Yeah, pretty much. So, I think this is probably a good time to use this. Might as well get rid of 2 of them right now and do some damage to them. And then we're gonna use Power Smash to do as much damage in this turn as we can. Despite the fact that they're rooting against us, they're still excited to see us. Aw, man, really? So you have the mettle to push me this far, but no more. Ooh, yeah, okay, he does do that, doesn't he? Oh, man, he's pulling a reverse Vivian. Okay, so what I'll probably do, we're gonna have to kind of mess with them a little bit here, because we need to make sure that this guy cannot do much to us, because the second those shields start popping up, it becomes a much bigger problem. So the best strat is just to legitimately never give him the option to do it if we can. It's not always going to be possible, but we can at least do as much as possible here. Speaking of which, I think we should probably swap our partner out for somebody who's not confused right now. But also, it's just better to have Vivian out for right now because she can get rid of those real quick with Fiery Jinx. And if we can do this correctly, we should be able to... Well, maybe I should have had her attack first. Because I don't get to do as much damage like that. Is this guy benign or is he Kaizo? Kaizo, especially if shit like this is gonna happen. Ah, fuck. Ugh, you will not stop me. Take this. Oh, shoot, yeah. Yeah, they also attack. That's a real problem. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Okay, please stop using X and Ys. Really? Oh man, this is bad. Huh. For right now, I'm just gonna do as much as I can, I guess. Because, like, this fog is really giving us a time and a half problem. Hey, this reminds me, if you ever played Chrono Trigger, I played a bit of it, but I never finished it. Oh man, it does so much damage. I like how they barely miss any of their attacks, but I guess it is what it is. Okay, Vivian, this is where you come in handy, as long as I don't fuck up your action command. Get rid of them. So now he doesn't have the shield. Come on, man, really? Oh, man, this sucks. I don't know why the fog in this area has been so bad. Ugh, fools. You can see his glasses are messed up. Oh, man, time-stopping magic. Here we go. Miss, please. Oh, it missed. Yes. Let me see. How much? Okay. Okay, we got rid of one of them, but it didn't really seem to do much. Man, it'd be so nice if we didn't have to deal with this stupid fuck. Oh, it didn't even hit Vivian. And they didn't hit her either. The fog. This is Silent Hill. Oh no, this is Kaizo. I guess you could say that, yeah. Stop going against me. You guys keep cheering for me, but you guys keep doing that too. Okay, this actually might be the turn we get rid of him. As long as they... Oh, yeah, okay. There we go. Done. Ugh, no. Got him dealt with. Unfortunately, now we have 2 FP. That's not... And Vivian's low on health.
Ugh, you are more than you seem. But this is not finished. I saw even this possibility.
Huh?
Watch this.
Where am I? Mario! Princess Peach!
Move 1 step and she'll breathe no more.
You wouldn't!
Now try this!
Mario!
Now, again!
No! Mario! What should we do, Mario? We won't make it if we don't attack him. Don't attack.
Worm, you dare defy me? Do you not care for the life of your pitiful princess? Very well then.
I said not to attack.
Ugh.
Guess who showed up to help?
Ugh.
Kinda. Bowser?
Ugh, that was a surprise. I didn't think I'd fall. Have I put on weight?
Your chunkiness, are you okay?
Why is Mario here?
And Peach as well.
I don't know what's going on here, but I'm gonna put an end to it right now. Mario, first I pound you, then I take the princess, and then the treasure.
What? This is unbelievable. All this in Bowser too.
Oh, worn out from your battle, Mario? Yeah, easy pickings. Today's the day I flush a plumber down the drain.
So right after our previous fight, we get to fight him.
What's a finale without a Bowser appearance, huh? A cruddy finale, that's what. Now hold still while I trounce you and take my peach.
Mario, you sniveling bug. This is for you.
Or this is it for you.
Alright, so first things first. Sweet feast time, baby. And we get to fight this guy and just hope for the best. I'm really surprised that we only got that many poison shrooms. getting a heal up on the first turn here. Oh, man, 70. Oh, I forgot how freaking much health this guy has. So the goal is to get rid of Candy Koopa as fast as we can. And he is going to do a number on us.
I sure do feel good today. I am feeling it. I feel like Shulk. Lord Bowser, rah rah, get him.
She is going to be a pain in the ass until we get rid of her. That's what I'm going to say. Unfortunately, because we've wasted our fucking stuff, we are going to have to basically brave this as much as we can. So, I'm not going to waste stuff for Vivian on this turn, but I guess I probably could have. Man, that one was kind of tough jumping between the X and Y's because of this controller.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah, frick. She will heal him, too. That's what I was talking about her being a pain in the fucking rear. Let's get rid of her as quickly as we can. Set her on fire, obviously, too. Oh, man. Okay, yeah, that would be a bad time. Oh, I'm so sorry. No! Oh, no! Oh, this is such a big problem. Oh, man. She can't attack. Ah, shit. Oh, this is gonna be a hard-ass fight. Let's use it. It only hit him. Okay, well, at least they're missing two. Okay, have her appeal to the crowd. Yes, okay. Why are you guys so against me? Let's see. Mario, why did you steal Luigi's clothes for real? Oh, the real hero arrives. Well, he is Bowser. He should have a lot of health. I guess so, but boy, it sure makes my job a problem. At least he's not a cat. I guess so. I think it's items time. It sure will be here. For right now, I'm just doing the best I can, okay? I hope this doesn't miss. No! No! Oh, man. Why did I fucking appeal to the crowd? That should not be able to see her because of the fog. Eh, they were able to see her. Man, okay. Gonna heal. Yep, okay. Figured. Okay, she got her attacks back. We're good. Unfortunately, I'm gonna need items here. Because we really cannot do much to her. Well, I guess we could use Shade Fist right now, but the problem is that Vivian's getting low on health. I just don't want to waste my items, but I don't know how much health she has. Okay, good. Block that so he can't disable one of our attacks. Okay.
Come on, just please die.
Man, you guys have it out for me. They're not happy with me at all. I need to get as much of the crowd's attention as I can.
Forgive me, Lord Bowser. I have nothing left.
Alright, so we got rid of him. What do we got for items? I don't want to waste the jam and jelly. I'd rather save anything I can for that. But we do have the jelly ultra. Oh, they give me a fright mask. It's not really going to help at all, but I appreciate that they didn't, like, try to kill me. Man, if he uses a fire attack, though, we're going to be in real trouble. You know what I might do instead? Just so we don't waste anything useful. Let's pull him out. Okay, blocked it. We're alright. Okay. Oh, man. Okay, this is actually good. I'm glad I pulled him out. One really good thing about Bobbery, he gets rid of fog immediately. Okay, so... should I use a jam and jelly to get our FP back? Or yeah, honestly, it's gonna take so long to kill him without this. We're using a jam and jelly. Okay, there we go. So let's get rid of this guy as quickly as we can. It sucks we had to waste one of our good items, but you know what? It is one of the final bosses, so. Yay, Bobbery, for real. Did Bowser just lick Bobbery? He tried to bite him.
Ugh, so Mario, you still have some fight in you? Not bad.
Completely missed. One of the few times the fog is very useful. I don't know if I needed the jam and jelly, honestly, but whatever. We're getting rid of him so much faster like this, because we would have been here forever if we didn't do this. So let's get rid of this guy. Hopefully not too long from now. One more turn and it's done, unless he heals or something. And again, the fog keeps rolling in. But it doesn't matter, because I pulled out the right partner for this. Ugh. Oh, and one more level up before we finish this off. And you know, I think it only makes sense that considering what we're going to be facing, let's get as much health as we possibly can here.
Ugh. How could this happen? Whew, rather close, hmm? At least we've settled that burly bloke's account, old boy. Now let's save Peach. Hmm? Where's Grodus?
I'm not gonna make it.
That was Peach! That soft but yet tender scream was Peach, clearly.
Actually, we can go this way. We're fine. Yeah, in situations like this, my stance on items is to use the song lyric. We may lose or we may win, but we will never be here again. Oh, I've heard that song. He's better not to be a pack rat. Fair. It's really better not to be a pack rat, I guess. Is there a save point down here? If there's not, we're going back. Because I'm not risking it. There is. Jam and jelly. I'm so glad we didn't waste our time there. And since she started our adventure, I think it's only fitting that we go to the end of our adventure with her. Thanks for the level up, Bowser. For real, he came in clutch. Let's stop Grodus and whatever's about to happen.
Eek! Too bad for you, Mario. You're too late. What's going on? Look well. In that coffin behind me sleeps the legendary treasure. This tomb holds the soul of the ancient wielder of the ancient ghost wielder of destruction. It will possess Peach's body and bring to life the most powerful witch in all of millennia.
Possess Peach? Mario, I'm so sorry. Sending you to that map caused all of this trouble, didn't it?
With the power of the ghost, I will rule this pathetic world. The time has come at last. The world will be mine. Now, arise! Arise, my Shadow Queen!
This is the thing that legitimately wiped out an entire civilization and tortured thousands of people, and we're about to fucking fight this thing. And as you can tell, this thing rising is legitimately the worst possible thing that could fucking happen. Because this doesn't just encompass Rogueport. This is every surrounding area is under this thing's control, and if it gets completely unleashed, far more than that.
What? What's going on?
The chest contained living taffy. It'd be nice if it was living taffy, but no.
Brother? The sky, it's...
Again, every area we've been to, all of them. Every single person we've met up to this point, this shit's dead serious, because they are all in grave danger if we don't fucking win.
What's all this?
The sky, it's turning dark.
Who has called me back? It is I, my Shadow Queen. You? Very well. Where is the vessel? It is here, the girl who lies before you. Yes, a fine vessel. Now.
I could call it a spirit. I'll call it a spirit from now on. Shadow Queen works, I guess. I'd prefer Shadow Queen, though.
Help me! What's all this, then? Am I to deduce that this is the end of the world? What was that? Something terrible has happened.
Shadow Queen looked like she just molested Peach. She's about to do a whole lot worse than that.
No. Could that dog power have truly awakened? No, this is unthinkable.
So he was making his way through this place after he got up from his nap.
Witness my rebirth. My soul has not yet fully been accustomed to this vessel, but I will learn to control this body soon enough. Peach? Yes, my glorious witch queen, destroy these impudent fools. Who are you that would command me? What sort of being are you? Huh? What do you mean? I thought you were bound to obey the one that woke you. Enough of this prattle, do as I say. Now, or I will send you back to the depths.
Yeah, don't ever fucking trust things like this, you idiot.
You would do well to learn your proper place, slave. No one commands me. My powers are not yet fully restored, but they will come in time.
What's going on, Mario? I don't...
My queen. You have returned to us. Ah, Beldam, what ages have passed? So, you're the ones truly responsible for calling me back, yes? Yes, my queen. I searched for a pure maiden that you might inhabit. And as I did, I spread the rumor of a great treasure. Then I led the fools who had gathered the crystal stars here to open the seal. Yes, you have fulfilled your duties admirably. I am not worthy, my queen. And who are these beings that stand before me? Yes, they do not appear to possess power. But they may be of use. If you will become my faithful servants, I will not harm you.
What do we do, Mario? I mean, no way we can agree to serve her. By the way, if I agree to this, it's instant game over. We will legitimately fucking die if we do this. Peach has become goth. She has indeed. Peach is trying to cosplay as Maleficent from Disney's Sleeping Beauty. Okay, I guess you could say that too. Refuses, which I'm not even giving her the chance. I see. So you defy me. How amusing.
Then you wretched fools will learn the error of your ways.
So no matter what, we gotta fight her, even if she's in Peach's body. There's no choice.
You are foolish to oppose me. Yes, and that foolishness will have to be punished.
Mario, if we don't defeat her now, the world is lost. So don't even think of it as Peach. We've got to fight with everything we have. Let's go. When I first got to this fight as a kid, I was fucking, like, so into this. Because firstly, it's like, this whole adventure, you've been going through all of this. I've done all these things. And here comes this fucking witch that essentially threatens everything. Every person we've seen. And I was so into this. Oh my gosh, what happened? I can't believe Peach got possessed. That's awful. Now she's the Shadow Queen. The spirit that destroyed the town 1,000 years ago. Max HP is 150, attack is 7, and defense is 0. She'll unleash a big lightning attack. She'll also use magic to raise her attack and defense or absorb HP. She might even try to drag us into the darkness. I don't feel good about attacking Peach, but we have to do something. Don't think of it as Peach. We just have to fight to the end. Come on. And by the way, like, so I also think, what's crazy about this is in normal Mario games, the end villain is usually like Bowser. You know, it's just a goofy turtle guy who wants to kidnap Peach. This is a fucking spirit that if we do not beat this, everyone is going to fucking die. Every single person we know is gonna die or much worse. And that's why I just love the fact that this is such a massive step up over everything that this series normally does. This isn't just some threat. This is the threat. And that's why I fucking love these Mario RPGs, is they don't fuck around with the villains, usually. Unless it's the shitty ones. Oh man, wow, that did a lot of damage. Okay, let's get her. Talk about a situation that's Kaizo for real. Peach Peach develops a taste for violence and thus shows up in Smash. Oh my gosh. A goofy turtle guy or a blacksmith that commands a giant sword. I don't know if that's a thing that happens. Also, thanks, Fog. Really great. Really appreciate it. Wow, we may not have hit her, but we can style on her. Oh, man. Even the stage is against her. Even the game is like, yeah, no, fuck this. I don't want her winning this. Defense is boosted. Dude, the blacksmith that commands a giant sword was Super Mario RPG. Okay, sorry. The way you worded it was weird, so I didn't completely understand the reference. That makes sense now. Because I guess he is a blacksmith. But I don't usually think of him like that, because I usually think of them as a bunch of weapons. I'm surprised you didn't recognize that one. Again, I usually think of them as a bunch of weapons, not really, like, Smithy himself doesn't leave much of an impression as far as villains go. Oh, man. Okay, yeah, don't fuck around with that one, please. Oh, man, please stop dragging me into the depths. I can't even fucking do any. I didn't even block a single one. Oh, man. Wow. Wow. Okay. Yeah. No. Oh, man. Okay. Hey, let's sweet feast. But yeah, if you said a bunch of sentient weaponry, I definitely would have immediately understood what you were referencing. Oh, okay. Not getting some of the rest of this. In fact, okay, no, we're getting some. I didn't get that much HP, but I guess there's something. Something to work with for right now.
So you are not weak. Maybe you are less useless than you appear. This body is unfamiliar to me. Yes, too unfamiliar. Let me assume my true form and show you real power.
So this is like the most legitimately creepy evil spirit design in a Mario game and probably a first-party Nintendo game, period. Yeah, for real. I know.
In this form, your attacks are like those of a child to me. You are lucky. You will perish with the honor of having seen true terror and power.
So yeah, no more cute version. So let's try to get rid of these hands. Oh, or not. Or not do any damage to her at all.
Is that your idea of an attack? Foolish.
Oh boy. Oh, okay, thank you.
Why are you guys attacking me? I'm trying to save your lives. This is not the time to be doing this.
Oh man, okay. Yeah.
Now taste my power.
Going for Goombella too.
Stop going for me.
Oh man, oh man, oh shoot. That might waste my life shroom. It did. Oh, I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. I said, this isn't even my final form joke, I know. Dracula, feel my true form in despair. Fucking. Yeah, there ain't fucking jack we can do. Oh man, I really don't. I don't know what we're gonna be able to do against this. Okay.
What a troublesome little pest you are.
Oh, please. I might. Oh, yeah, okay, never mind. I mean, this is the final battle. No better time to use your life shrooms. I guess so.
Yes, I have recovered from any slight damage you may have caused earlier. And now I will punish you for your resistance.
Mario, what are we supposed to do now? We could be totally done for.
I will ask you again. Will you serve me? If so, I will forgive you for this.
Yeah, right.
Very well.
So I'm gonna preface this with this. Well, okay, there's nothing you can do, but the attack was stylish, though. That's true. So I'm gonna preface what we're about to see with this. Okay, so I said this before. This was the first RPG I ever played that like I was really into the story, and when I say into the story, I mean into the story. I played Pokemon before this, obviously, and stuff, but this is the first time I'd ever felt really attached to a story and a game and characters and all of that. Like, this is the first time where this stuff really mattered to me to such a degree that I had never seen something like this before. And I think it's the magic of RPGs, but especially your first RPG, is that this kind of stuff is going to hit you way harder than anything that comes later. But it's also a showcase of why I love this genre so much, that it can take something as silly and goofy as a Mario game and make me legitimately care about what's going on. And I preface this because what we are about to see legitimately was one of my favorite moments I'd ever seen in a game, and legitimately something that hit me so hard that I never stopped wanting to play RPGs.
Then you will perish.
What? What is this?
The crystal stars.
You may have seen stuff like this before in other games, but this was my first. And let me tell you, this was a heck of a way to do a finale for me. And I'm so glad this was my first RPG, because I cannot imagine a better one to make me realize just why not only RPGs are great, but games in general.
Now? What's this shiny thing? There! It's the crystal star! But I thought Mario had this thing. wonder, kids, if this is related to the sky getting all dark and whatnot. You may be right, but I don't know. But if anything's happened to my boy Koops and Mario...
Oh dear. Koops, you're okay, right? You promised me you'd come back okay.
Whoa, the Crystal Star! What in the world? What's that doing here? This is very mysterious. Yes, a mystery that...
Snap out of it, Elder. Brother, Mario's in trouble. That's what the Crystal Star is here to tell us. I just know it. What? Could it be... Hey, you're right, Petuni. I can hear it. The Crystal Star is speaking to us. It's telling us that Mario is fighting to save the world, and he's in deep trouble. Mario, Flurry, come on, don't give up. Yeah, you can do it, guys. Keep fighting, keep fighting, keep fighting. Mario. I know you're fighting far away right now, for us, for all of us. This Crystal Star has told us of your last brave stand. Maybe we can't do much to help you, but we're thinking of you. All of our wishes are for you, for your victory.
Yeah, feel it! Rock out, Great Gonzalez, rock! Listen to me, Gonzalez. Anybody who's beat me is not allowed to lose. That's right, you, Star. Tell that shrimp to beat us to never give in. Fight!
We're sending you all our strength, G-Man. You feeling the love, my man?
Gonzalez!
Fight on, Mario. Don't you give up, Mario. Give it to him. Fight, fight. Yeah, never give in. Yes, believe in yourself. Fight! Mario, you may feel like it's going rough, like the tides have shifted against you. But if you lose, the world will be plunged in darkness forever. Please don't give in. Vivian was her name, right? I'm a bit worried about the girl that was with Mario. She seems so innocent.
They'll be fine, all of you. Mario will never give up. Mario will stand true. I still remember how he easily took care of that monster who had cursed us. We must have faith in him. We must believe that light will return to our world.
Fight, Mario! Fight on! Fight! Mario, don't give in! Dump him! You can do it!
Come on, you bilge pumps! I can't bloom and hear you!
Fight, Bobbery, fight!
Go get him! Yeah, fight! Once more!
Go, go, go! Do it, fight! You got him!
Admiral Bobbery, show them what a real sea bomb is made out of, mate!
Never give in! No surrender! Keep fighting! I do hope they're all okay.
Do not fear, my dear. Luigi is my finest pupil. I'm quite sure he'll prevail.
Well, I worry nonetheless. I so hope there is a future in which my little bub can grow and prosper.
Well then, I suppose all we can do is give him a rousing cheer, huh? Yes, certainly. I'm quite sure he can hear us through the power of this crystal.
Darn right, Dad. Go, Gonzalez, go get him! Mario, you lovely thing.
Gonzalez!
Go, Gonzalez.
Huh? Mario? Gonzalez? Not Luigi? We are assembled, Mayor. Da. Good work, my comrades. Now, let's do it. Ready, and... Mario!
Blow him up, Shaboom. You got it. You're the bomb. Show him.
Mario, you can do it.
Don't give in. Go, everyone. Do it, Shrimp. You go, bro. Fight on, Bobbery. Is that... Can you hear them, Mario? So many voices.
Yeah, baby, my darling. Go, Goobella. Do it, Shrimp. Right on, boss.
They're all sending us their wishes and positive energy. This is so totally cool.
What? What are these vile voices?
Mario, look at that.
What is this light? Oh. Ugh.
Mario. That voice. Princess Peach? Mario,
What? You wretched little girl! You disobey me!
Mario, take the last of my power. What is this? I feel like totally full of energy now.
You brat! Obey me, girl!
Farewell, Mario. I believe in you. Peach!
Ugh, very cunning, princess. But you will not undo me. Know me as your queen.
So, I know, as Jispy said, this is one of the world praiser Ness and his friends moments. But again, everybody's got their first, and this was my first RPG. And seeing all of these characters that I had gotten to know over the course of the game, which, mind you, took me a lot longer to play through than this stream series did. Where I got to adventure through this place, get all these characters that I love, and see them cheering for me at this moment, it really fucking hit me in a way that, like, nothing else I'd ever played had. You know, I know it's a trope, I know everybody has seen it before, but this was my first, and this is one of my favorite examples of it in general, and I'm going to say, and this is kind of weird to admit, I've cried to several games before, and this is the first game that ever made me cry. I've never told anybody this, ever. But this hit me hard enough where I actually cried. That's how good of an ending this was to me. Mario, this is it. We're almost done.
Enough. This ends now.
Despite all of that, though, that doesn't mean the fight's over. In fact, we are about to have the hardest fight of the game, and by a fucking mile, okay? This fight is a fucking nightmare to deal with, and I hope that we can get through this, because this fucking boss has so much shit going on. Those hands don't just deal damage. They can heal the Shadow Queen, okay? They can do all of these different things. She has several abilities that can do crap tons of fucking damage. She is legitimately the most dangerous boss in the game by a mile, and I genuinely have to worry about whether or not I'm going to be able to beat her. That is how fucking scary this shit is.
What? How is it that you can hurt me? Oh, yes, much better. Prepare for payback. Fools.
Oh boy. Lots of damage. Her fucking hands are gonna respawn every turn. This is legit gonna be a fucking tough-ass fight. And all I can do is my best. The first time I fought this boss, I lost every single one of my partners. Okay, every single one of them. It felt like such a war of attrition as I watched all of my allies go down one by one until it was just me. It was just Mario and no one else. Vivian, have I told you how much I love you? I know I did it earlier, but I love you immensely. Yeah! Fill our crowd up. And fucking fill our star meter up. Legitimately great. I love moments like these in games. I do too. It's legitimately one of my favorite tropes. I don't care how many times I see it. It is always one of my favorite things, okay? Oh, okay. Thank you. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Yeah, this is what I was talking about with the hands being able to heal you, by the way. They heal her. Oh, man. Okay, Fiery Jinx. I fucked up the last one, but it's still enough to damage him. And this is the perfect time for that roulette to work, for real. This music, by the way, I fucking love this track. Most final boss themes are intimidating, but most Mario final boss themes are not this intimidating. This isn't, hey, yeah, this is the final boss. This is, you better fucking win, or the world will legitimately end. The stakes are the highest they could be right now. And I fucking love that. They do not fuck around for this final boss, and that's great. The goal is to keep those hands away from us as much as we can. Because she can fucking mess us up with those. Oh boy. She can also mess us up with those, too. Please stop hitting Vivian, please. Oh, man. Okay. Ah, shit. I might have to change the partner. Why are you throwing a rock at me? She will kill you. Okay, you are, what is wrong with you? Okay, oh man, okay. We've got this. Let's go. You need to upload this to YouTube to preserve this epicness together. Well, or forever. Trust me, I'm planning to. Regardless, I would upload this because it, like, you know, I upload all the streams, but also, I want to have that memory preserved of me talking about this because this legitimately is one of my favorite game moments. Okay, we need to switch you out. Bobbery, you're coming back out. Oh, man, 10 damage. Why? Okay, I can at least block some of it, but she might heal with both. Because she can heal with both. Oh, okay. No, let's... I gotta keep an eye on my FP. See. Okay. The only thing that make this more epic is if Luigi and Bowser showed up at the last minute and became partners just for the final battle. That would be cool. Oh, man. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, man. Oh, shoot. Oh, man, this is a problem. This is a really big problem. I might actually have to take this. Okay, let's at least get rid of the hands. I know this is gonna hurt like fuck. I'm doing this with intention. Because I've been saving this the whole time. And there's no better time for a No! Wait, no! Oh, I fucked up! I fucked up hard! Oh, we're gonna lose the final boss. I fucked up. We lost. I actually might have to quit. There's nothing I can do. I legit lost because I fucking lost the life shroom. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I fucked up the epicness of this fight because I put the wrong input. Ah, it's over. Man, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I fucking... Man, this is not what I wanted to happen. Frick. Man, I tried to do the counter, but it didn't work. If I had, it would have been the most clutch moment, but I fucked up. I'm so sorry. That was literally entirely on me. I feel so stupid now. Because I definitely could have avoided that, and I didn't. And it's like, if I hadn't lost the life shroom, I would have been fine. So now we get to fucking go through the whole cutscene again. Again, I'm so fucking sorry. Fucking, man. The worst part is if I had lost fair and square, it would have been fine, but I lost because I was being dumb. And there is no skip cutscene, so we have to watch through it. And that includes even the invincibility thing. Man. Let's try not to fuck up this time, at least. You have to spam on the buttons, but it's like, it legitimately is gonna take like 10 minutes to get back to the fight. It's one of the only problems with older games is you have to, it's fine, keep fighting. I know, it just sucks, man. I've never lost to the final boss, but like to lose to this is like, man. I'm gonna just say this is one of the Shadow Queen's evil tricks. You know, she tricked me. I really should have fucking not used the Bombast. That's like entirely on me. Like I should have done the Jelly Ultra first. Just in case I would fuck that up, but I did not envision that it would go for Bobbery. I thought it would auto go to Mario because it always is in the front, but it's like Bobbery was in the front. I'm gonna fucking, now I'm definitely determined. I'm gonna kick her fucking ass now. Because I just lost in the stupidest way humanly possible, so I'm going to kick this fucking thing's ass. Yeah, after Mario RPG, I definitely want to play a Final Fantasy IV again. Ah, I see. I'm pretty sure that has an ending like that too, because that's I've seen something like that. I remember that being mentioned in something. I get to put everybody through this torture again, I guess. All these NPCs. It's weird. Final Fantasy VI was my first RPG, but I prefer 4 more. Really? It's not what I hear usually. But yeah, no, this was my first RPG. That's the thing, is like I cannot think of a better starting point. Because firstly, this game wasn't so hard that I couldn't figure out how to do it. Even if the final boss kicked my ass and I had to fucking like really strategize for that. It's like, I was able to play the game, obviously, but the story is really good. It's not like some goofy nonsense like you'd expect if you hear just a Mario RPG. Like, you'd think that would just be some goofy nothing story like some of the later Mario RPGs. But no, like, legitimately, this is just an actually bangin'-ass RPG. And the funny thing is, for years, nobody knew. This was a GameCube game, and nobody got to play it. And so it's like, only the people who grew up with it really knew about it. But once all these people started to play it, they started to realize, no, this is legitimately one of the best RPGs ever made. Okay, this time I'm going to do everything in my power to not fucking have us lose our fucking shit here. No losing a life shield. Oh, I didn't realize you could use the stylish after that. Cool. Okay. A YouTuber named Hungry Korea did a video about 6 SNES classics she doesn't like. The only one seriously disagreed with her on was Activision. I mean, like, everybody's gonna have different tastes, I guess. Like, I don't really have, like, any particular, like, I don't know. There are even people who might not like this game. I've never really encountered anybody that actually played it that disliked it overall. Some people are more bothered by the backtracking than others. But in general, it's like, most people fucking like this game a lot. You know, and like, well, I'm not gonna ask your opinions fully until we beat it, and I don't want you to tell me your opinions fully until we beat it completely. I want you to see the full totality of this, and then I want to hear what you think of it, since this is the first time you get to, like, you've gotten to see Thousand Year Door. And I'm gonna be very curious to know if you liked it, firstly, but secondly, if it was actually as good as I was saying it was. next turn I'm gonna heal. Because I'd rather not waste that life shroom since that would have saved me in that situation. Okay, we don't need the heal, never mind. Alright, we gotta get her down as much as we can, because that's... I don't know when the cutscene triggers. It might be a certain number of turns, or it might be a certain amount of damage. But still. Okay. Let's not even fuck around. Sweet feast. On that note, I'm kind of surprised ActRaiser didn't bother you on religious grounds. It's really gonna play God essentially. Pardon me, at least it is. I'm gonna be honest with you, I actually was immensely bothered by it. I just kind of put up with it so I could talk with you. Oh, I got Bobbery one more health at the end at least.
Thank you, old bean. I really appreciated that. You know, my back was hurting a little bit.
Alright, now she's gonna become invincible. But yeah, this design, fucking, I really like this design as far as like an ultimate bad guy goes, and it looks so un-Mario that I appreciate it a lot. Still got a style, of course. Yeah, speaking of a sort of religious person myself, I'm fine with ActRaiser because I don't see anything offensive about a game that says God can defeat any enemy. I understand. I just generally don't like certain imagery, I guess. You know, like, that's just how it is. Huh, okay. Let's go Sweet Treat. I know it's not ideal, but I need more health. At least for Mario, I don't really... Bobbery's doing fine. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I forgot I wasn't supposed to... It's fine. It is what it is. Everybody makes mistakes. I guess this is a good opportunity to show that Bobbery like every partner has a unique dialogue.
Bobbery, what's next, old boy? This looks rather dire.
Every like partner has unique dialogue for every single one of the times they talk, basically. They don't reuse dialogue for different partners. The only other plus of me fucking up is we get to hear this good-ass music again. I mean, it really is going to take 10 minutes to get to the fight again, I guess. That's how it is, though. At least this time I'm starting with a life shroom. I'm also starting with Bobbery in my party, so I don't have to waste a turn getting him into my party either, which is nice. Yeah, fucking... This scene just hit me so hard as a kid. Again, it's like Gisby did say, this is a thing that's been around. You know, it is a popular RPG trope for a reason. You know, if you play a long game with a lot of characters, you're going to be attached to them, and you want to call back to that. And it's an easy thing to get the player invested. But the thing is it's easy to fuck it up if you don't care about the characters. And I'm going to say this. It might be a contentious opinion. I love Earthbound. But not all of that prayer stuff really does as much for me. Because it's like, I like some of the characters, but the NPCs aren't as like, I don't feel like they were as notable to me as something like this. Where it's like, I knew all of these characters super well.
you know, you spend a lot of time with each of them, so it's not like Earthbound where, like, a lot of them will kind of come and go real quick, you know what I mean? No problem, I've got 10 minutes of donuts. Okay, that's fair. But yeah, it's just like, I don't know. I always love it when it pops up, even in Earthbound. I think it's great. Like, I'm thrilled to have it, because I think it makes the adventure feel like it mattered more. All these places you've visited up to this point, all these people you've come to know, like, it makes them feel like they matter a lot more. You're not just fighting this bad guy and beating the game. You get to see these guys rooting for you, and I just think that is such a cool thing to do. And the thing is what makes games in specific so effective at this is, firstly, you get to spend so much more time with these people than you would with, like, a show or a movie. But also, I got to do all of this stuff. I didn't just watch Mario beat this. I got to play this. I saved those guys. I was Mario. And I think that makes this just so much more impactful than other forms of media. And it's why I love video games so much. Because it can elicit emotions like this in ways that other forms of media just can't. Like, it's not possible. Man, speaking of games with powerful moments, I need to get a device so I can stream Nights into Dreams sometimes. I need to play Nights into Dreams sometimes. You know, and so it's just, I don't know. I'm really excited for people to play this game for the first time soon, because this game is getting remade. And I know a lot of people really loved Origami King and stuff like that. That's great for them. You know, I liked Origami King too. But I'm so excited for them to get to see this, because I think that people are going to find out that we were not fucking around when we said that this game is as good as it is. You know what I mean? There's going to be a lot of people that are going to have a very magical time with a game that I loved growing up, and I think there's something real special about that. We're almost done with the cutscene. I really love that they include Luigi in this too, that you can see him saying, "You go, bro," every once in a while. Like, I don't know, to me, like, Luigi was always my preferred brother, obviously. Like, I have a fondness for him. And it was just cool seeing him, like, rooting for Mario. I know there's that Pat theory that Mario hates Luigi, they're fucking whatever. I don't give a shit. They love each other. Pat's wrong. That's it. Okay? I've always really liked their dynamic and the fact that it's, like, it's very clear in a lot of the games, especially the Mario and Luigi series, that they really care about each other. And it's just cool to see. Clearly had more to say about the scene, so I guess maybe it was good that we had to go through it again in a sense. Pat wrong? Say it ain't so. He was wrong about this, I can tell you that much. Fucking Mario and Luigi are caring brothers, okay? I will never accept anything other than that. Alright. Let's go. Round 2. First round didn't count. I'm about to find out something here. If that roulette was rigged or not, because I think it is rigged, which makes it a really cool moment. I don't even care if it's rigged. It's such a cool part of the game that I'd rather it be there than not. Maybe I should have wasted more stuff on the first turn, but I guess I did do something. Oh yes, much better. Prepare for payback. I might as well get as much use out of this as I possibly can, considering. Because it's looking like it's a free roulette. It is a free roulette. I guess it ruins the moment a little bit knowing it's a free roulette, but you know what? I don't even care. I'd rather it exist. Okay, we got her down a lot of health in these first couple turns, so that was a very worthwhile way to spend those turns. Same here. Okay, I'm glad to see it didn't ruin your immersion. Gotta save ourselves from fucking certain death. It's not actually a guaranteed death, but it's gonna do a lot of damage. fuck, I didn't even block that either. Okay, blocked that one at least. Sorry, Vivian. No, let's save it. I want to have... Speaking of game here, I just had a thought. Are these the ghost hands that pull you into the levels of Mario in the Mario 3 area? I have no idea. I doubt it, though. Alright. We're getting her health down. She's down a third now. Oh, man, 2! Cool. Didn't really do much because I didn't use any of my star power, so that sucks, but whatever. Oh, okay. Well, that one was easy. Thank you. They can't both be rigged, can... No, there's no way they're both rigged. Fuck. Ah, it poisoned me. Fuck. Oh, but Vivian's invisible. I guess that's good. You know. I'll take it. Alright. I know my turns are very repetitive. It's the best possible way I can do this right now. I almost fucked that up because, again, I'm having to use a not GameCube controller. You do not know what you have done. I do know what I've done. I fucked up the first time. Yeah! It's always good when that happens. I know I'm being really paranoid over this, but because I had to go through that whole cutscene, I'm just making sure. Okay, we do got the live stream. Okay. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have done that. I'm considering using that because I'm real scared that I'm going to take too much damage on this turn and kill both of them. I'm using it. Oh, well, that wouldn't have helped anyways, but okay. Alright, 50 FP and 50 HP. Fuck. Okay, it was definitely good that I did that. Okay. Again, this fight is not an easy one, so I gotta worry about it. I need to start putting the partners in front of me, but I'm scared of doing that because Vivian's very, very important. Get rid of those at least. Oh boy, poisoning us again, huh? Oh, thanks. Thanks, that was great. So why haven't you been using your overflowing star power anyways? I've been saving it just in case I need to heal, but honestly, I probably should have been using it. Ah, no! Man, I got distracted, and now I'm gonna have to pay the price. Oh man, okay, okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use some of that overflowing star power. Also, that was a really good lucky day, for real. Ah, come on. No, please. Come on, man. This sucks. This sucks hard. This is not a good lucky day, or not a good like, sweet feast at all. Like, that just sucked. Wow, Slank made up for failure with more epic moments. I guess, but I'm starting to feel like I'm fucking up more. Still getting hit by fire, so that's something, I guess. Oh, boy. Oh, okay. Man, I didn't block a single one of those. Okay. Okay, let's power smash the Shadow Queen. Okay, I know I'm checking again. I'm very paranoid, okay? Okay. Got rid of those. And did some damage. She's getting close.
Ugh. No, it cannot be. How?
Okay. Whoa, she just raised her attack. Oh, man. Oh, man. Thank you, Vivian, for being the fall guy. Okay, okay. Oh. Shoot. We're taking a risk. If I fuck this up, which I might. Oh, yeah! We didn't fuck it up. Okay, Vivian. Just making sure. It's time to use some of these fucking health items. Oh, they're gonna poison us. Man, her attack raised. I can't block any of those anytime they do it now. Okay. Okay. We just need to get her down as much as we can. We might be able to beat her. Not on this turn. What are they throwing? Oh, okay, thank you. Oh. It didn't get rid of both. Man, I can only block one of those. Oh. Better say your prayers. Cause you done been styled on. Ugh. And we get 1 EXP for that whole fight. Hey, don't imply that the Shadow Queen prays. She better starve.
Impossible. Unthinkable. How could I? I cannot be beaten by lesser beings such as these. And I had just been reborn into this world. I cannot. I must not.
Get fucked.
Ugh. My queen. Ugh.
Erased. In the end, good triumphs over evil.
No, let's get out of here, Marilyn. Ugh. Hey, wait!
Poor Dupless.
Princess Peach.
Mario, over here. Princess Peach is just fine. She's not even hurt. Mario. So, it's all over then. I'm so sorry, Mario. Who knew all this would happen? No need to apologize, Peach. It was our pleasure. Thank you, all of you.
Aha, there you are, Mario. Well, can you believe those brutes even came after me and old Goomba? But I still made it here. I was so worried about you all. You have no idea. By the look of things, though, it looks like we're in the clear. Am I right? You kids sure are the real thing, I tell you. Yes, I seem to be in one piece too, so all is well. So, without further ado, take a look at this. I found this on the way. This must be the treasure we heard rumors of in Rogueport. My theory has been correct all these years. There really was a legendary treasure.
Oh, Professor, frankly...
No, don't bring me down now. It might be something great, and all is well that ends well. Now, how do we get out of this dank place anyways?
Let's go home, Mario. Back to everyone.
Could you imagine you're fighting the world's ultimate evil and someone watching on the side decides they're against Mario? Luckily, that wasn't the case. For real. Well, thanks for lighting this place up. Whatever lit those candles, for real. You're in one piece and you found the legendary treasure. You just get out of here. You're grounded.
So, you're leaving, then?
One more quick aside as I keep doing through this playthrough. You ever play a game that you loved so much that you just didn't want it to end? That you just, in all your heart, wanted it to continue? I played a lot of games up to this point, but I think this is the first time where beating the game was very bittersweet. Because, yes, I was really happy to have seen it through to the end. But boy, it was such a magical experience for me that I did not want to see this end, to see these characters be done. And every time I get to this scene, it always kind of hits like that. The end of such an amazing adventure is always kind of rough, but this is a childhood favorite of mine, and it's always kind of rough seeing it end. Because it just reminds me of my first playthrough, you know? Yes, especially when I was young. Yeah, that's always how it is. So you're leaving then?
Well, that's too bad. Having you around really did wonders for my research.
Aw, Professor, we'd never let you monopolize Mario for your research anyways. Besides, you said I could be your research assistant for the next term.
Yes, that's right, and I thank you, Goombilla. Mario, even after you leave here, please don't forget about us, alright? And we, in return, will wish that you find all the best in the future.
Never ever give up, Mario. That's the most important thing I learned from you. Thanks, Mario. Just promise me you'll think of me now and again, okay? Mario, thanks to you, I've found courage and inner strength. I don't know how to say this, but I think I like myself more since I've known you. And I feel like I've grown closer to my dad. It's all so hard to put into words, My dear Mario, I am ready to make my comeback in the theater now. I've found so many things on this journey that I can only express on stage. And with these new themes, I am so ready for that wonderful spotlight again. Please do come see me once we've finished rehearsing, and bring Peach too, dear. Gonzalez. Oh, yeah, wait. I gotta stop doing that. It's Mario, right? Well, you'll always be Gonzalez to me, man. Because I was born into the Glitz Pit, and Gonzalez is and always will be the champ. So let's meet again, Gonzalez. I mean it, man. Mario, I feel like I've grown to yeah, never mind. Yeah, I sure do think that you and Peach make a nice couple. I'll never forget my time traveling with you. So, don't forget me either.
Well, old boy, it was most agreeable that I had the chance to meet you. If not for you, then my dear Scarlet would still gaze down on a broken Bob-omb. But now I'm off to sea again. I know Scarlet would have wanted it that way. Let's see each other again, Mario, and this time let it be on the high seas, old boy.
Well, it's time for us to part, my cheese hunk, but I will not say farewell. Because you're welcome here anytime. And since you're welcome, you should come anytime you please, sweetie. Now, be careful, and until we meet again, adieu. Goombella is actually thinking, no, I would monopolize Mario for me, for real.
Well, the boat's almost here.
Mario! Ah, we made it just in time. Take these with you. We brought them so you'd have something to eat on the boat. Yummy. These are very fresh mushrooms. Appreciate it. Oh, how lovely. Thank you. Peach, you better get on Mario, by the way. You better take him, because there's a whole group of people here that seem to be very into him. Everyone, if not for all of you, the world would have fallen into a horrible darkness. But your brave hearts strove for peace and saved this world. I don't know how to thank you, but know that the entire world is in your debt.
What? Nonsense. We're the ones who should be thanking you, Princess. If you hadn't come to our little town, we'd all be puppets for the Shadow Queen and Grodus. The thought gives me hives. Ah, look, Your Highness, I see the boat.
Take care, everyone. Farewell. Was Luigi not taking the boat back too? Nah, he's got his own thing going on. Honestly, he probably left after Princess Eclair kind of friend-zoned him. Oh, forgive my lateness, sir. I must have dozed off a bit. But please come on board. I'll get you folks back at full steam. Yeah, Peach, with this selection, Mario might discover his inner furry. I don't think Vivian counts as a furry. Set a course for Mushroom Kingdom. Again, of all the partners, I feel like Vivian is the best choice if he's gonna end up dating anybody. And she very clearly had feelings for him, and it sucks that she gets left behind, but that's how it goes. They're all such lovely people, don't you think? I don't have too many good memories of Rogueport, what with the kidnapping and all. But it really is a vibrant town full of love for life, isn't it? You know, it's really funny how a game can make you love a town full of crooks, thieves, and murderers. Mario, I was very frightened when they took me. But, well, Tech was really there for me and helped me get through it all. And I knew that you would come help me as well. I always believe in that. Thank you, Mario. Maybe I should listen to Toadsworth and behave more like a princess from now on. Yeah, sure, that's gonna happen. Ah, man, that fucking music. Mario, look out there! Rogueport's positively shining. It's so beautiful. Fuck, man, don't play that song! I love this game.
Oh, wow, that's crazy, bro. You had a pretty rough time of it, didn't you? But now that Peaches are safe, I guess everything's okay. Really, though, how amazing is it that you saved the world again? Again, bro! And say, it's been a little while since then. Are you ready for another adventure? Oh, yes. Yeah, you're the man, bro. I wonder what everyone who traveled with you is up to.
And if this game couldn't get any better...
Whoa, what was that, bro? Was that your newfangled mail gadget?
Dear Mario, what's up? Goombella here. I'm still here working with Professor Franklin. We beat the Shadow Queen, but there's tons of Rogueport lore we still don't get. So my research with the professor goes on and on. Behave more like a princess, participate in more golf, more karting, and more Smash. Oh, yeah, that's really princessy. With the info I gathered with you, we have lots of great leads now. Mario, like I always said, every myth contains a kernel of truth. Speaking of which, you know what was in that chest the old professor recovered? You're totally not gonna believe me when I tell you. It's a secret! But I'll tell you next time I see you. Ooh, I love this song.
As part of my research, I did go back to many of the places we visited. And I saw everyone we traveled with, too. Koops is living peacefully in Petalburg with his dad and Koopy-Koo. And Mario, guess what Koops wants to do now? He wants to become mayor of Petalburg and live there in peace. Can you imagine? Still, it might just be a perfect for him, come to think of it. He's so much more of an adult now than when you left Rogueport. Still, I think Koopy-Koo pretty much has him wrapped around her little finger.
Oh no! Oh no! What the frick is the fucking Wi-Fi down? Why is what the fuck? Okay, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. Because I saw OBS go red on my end. So I know it was me. I don't know how much you guys missed. So I'm gonna wait until somebody tells you how much you missed. I'm so sorry. It's like the worst time the stream could have done this. Tell me once you guys can see this. Whoa, you're still streaming. Well, no, I took like a couple hours to go to church and then I continued streaming. It's back for me now. Okay, that's good. I'm waiting for Jispy. I need to hear him say it's back too. It crapped out of me just as Goombella was about to reveal what was in the chest that came back to reveal Flurry's back on stage. Okay, Goombella said that what was in the chest was a secret. That was the joke. But then she talked about Koops. Koops apparently wants to be mayor of Petalburg now. That's his goal. And apparently he's become much more of an adult, but also Koopy-Koo has him wrapped around her finger, which is about expected. And now we're going to Flurry. I'm sorry you missed a little bit of it. It sucks. It was like the worst timing you could have had. Flurry's back on stage in a big way, and the crowds are totally ecstatic. And the play she's doing right now is the story of our adventure. Yeah. It's called Paper Mario. I saw it twice. It was totally the best play ever. And somehow Dupless has joined the troupe as an actor. Who saw that coming? His transformation skills are serving him well, but he still kind of creeps me out. He found a use for his skill. A place where he belongs, finally. Oh, and little Dexter? Yeah, he's fighting solo in the Glitz Pit. Sorry, I hit the mic. He says he's getting pretty close to a title match, even. Isn't that just adorable? Oh, yeah, he's calling himself the Great Gonzalez Jr. in the ring, by the way. It's sort of silly, but kind of cute, too, don't you think? Oh, and wait, I have to get this exactly right or he'll get, like, so mad at me. He said that he could totally take you in the ring now, so bring it. Guess he doesn't change. Isn't that too cute? I did win the game, indeed. You missed out on the final boss and me having to redo it because I fucked up an input. Vivian's gone back to hang out with her sisters. Family is important, after all. Now that the Shadow Queen has been defeated, I don't think Beldam's into evil. Oh, and Beldam also promised me that she would never be mean to Vivian ever again, which is good, because I would have beat the shit out of her. Yep, I think the 3 sirens are going to live pretty peacefully from now on. But you should totally go visit her sometime. She'd probably really like that, yeah. Keep hitting the mic, I'm sorry. Bobbery goes out to sea every day now with Cortez. I think his soul has healed. I ran into him on Keelhaul Key by accident the other day, which was nice. He was so happy, I thought he was going to blow up on me for a second there. You know, I bet Scarlet is looking down on him and smiling right now. Oh, and I almost forgot. Everyone at Keelhaul Key is well, and they say hello. We would not have gotten to see this if I didn't get her as a partner. Miss Mouse is still running the badge shop in Rogueport, so she's happy. She comes over to Frankly sometimes to visit. But as usual, as soon as she sets foot outside the shop, she turns into a badge ninja. She said just the other day that she had found some super rare badge, actually. That's our globe-trotting, mystery-making, flirting little badge thief, huh? I like her as long as she's not kissing you. They're still alive somehow. Oh, yeah. In my travels, I heard a rumor that Lord Crump and Grotus were still alive. I guess that makes them pretty tenacious baddies, doesn't it, Mario? But they mellowed out a lot, just like Beldum has, and I don't expect more trouble. Plus, I hear Grotus is just a head, which really cuts down on the mischief-making. Yeah, I imagine. Now, this is a cast I wish could come back in future games. I would love it, although I feel like their story arc is kind of complete, so it'd more just be nice if they just showed up to pop in, you know what I mean? Speaking of Miracle Survivals, guess whose favorite calculator is still computing? He says he really wants to see you and Peach again. Tech is technically still alive. He's technically still alive. I could have made a joke about Grotus, but it is what it is. Well, I'm totally rambling at this point, so I guess I'd better wrap it up. I just want to say, even though things got tough, I'm grateful for our time together. And there's one thing that kind of weighed on me, and I never got to express it to you. See, well, maybe that's best kept a secret. Everybody in this game gets so, like, screwed over in that regard. So please say hi to Peach for me, okay? Till we meet again, your friend Goombella. Hey, that's awesome, bro. Sounds like everyone's doing great over there. Yeah. Well, knock at the door. Let's see who it is. Huh? Someone there? Excuse me, sirs. Hello, Mario. Hello, Luigi.
Please allow me to apologize for coming unannounced, but I was cleaning out the storeroom in the castle the other day, and I found something rather amazing.
Yes, Toadsworth found a treasure map. And I'm sure it'll lead to real treasure this time. I just know it. So Mario, you'd love to look for treasure, isn't that right? The boat's waiting for you. Poor Mario. Mario gets all the affection. Unfortunately, he never goes for him. And that's the end of Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. One of my favorite games of all time, and legitimately something I'm so glad I got to play as a kid. I've talked about it this whole playthrough, back and forth constantly, about how much I love this game, how much every part of it, I'm just so excited to re-experience or to show you. And it's kind of surreal getting to see the end of this game with the context that we now have. Originally, when I started this stream series, I was going to go on kind of a negative tirade about how I was so sad that after this, we got one more really good game, and then Nintendo just decided for some reason that these games just needed to be shitty and boring and generic, just like you would expect a Mario RPG to be if you'd never played one. And I expected to go on this tirade talking about how it was so sad that people could never experience this game. And it's weird being able to say that no. We actually have a full remake of this game that I grew up loving. And people are finally going to get to experience this masterpiece for themselves. And I am so happy that this has happened. I'm glad, regardless, though, that I got to share this with you. Especially Jispy, who got to see this for the first time. I really hope you enjoyed this. And I'm very interested to see your experiences with it. But man, it is so nice to see this credit sequence and know that the good times with this series are not done. That they're going to bring this stuff back, make it good again, and that people will finally be able to experience something that I really do think is magical. I know Mario is like the vanilla of games, and to say a Mario game is one of your favorites of all time, I don't care. This is legitimately, as far as I'm concerned, one of the best things Nintendo has ever released and one of the best games I have ever played. And I just cannot state how cool this game is. The characters, I love all of them. They're so well written. The chapters are so interesting. They have all these awesome ideas. A murder mystery freaking tournament arc. What kind of person comes up with this? And who have they gotten a raise for it? Because they deserve it. Every part of this game is fucking so creative and interesting. Yes, it's got backtrack. It's not that bad, but yes, it has it. Yes, Chapter 7 is a little weak, I'm gonna be honest, but I really feel like it doesn't matter because this game just comes together in such a good way that it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? I keep forgetting the remake is real. Same. I can't believe it. It is so shocking to me that we live in a world that Nintendo finally gave up this stupid charade of releasing dumb Paper Mario games that were not RPGs, that had no story to them, and are actually remaking this game that I genuinely believe for years they hated. Because it was used as a bat to beat them over the head time and time again as to why they didn't do their job right. But you know what? Clearly they needed it, because boy, we're about to get it remade. You can't see it, but I'm clapping right now. I'm glad to hear it. It'll be put on my wish list when it's available. I'm glad to hear that too. Or I might get a physical disc. Again, that's a very good sign. This kind of also makes me realize one thing I need to do with my own streams is play games I actually care about instead of stuff that's kind of interesting. I would really recommend it. It makes such a difference when you play something you really love. It makes the stream so much more exciting to experience. Although I need to fucking finish Act Racer. Fair. So I have to ask, I know obviously it's positive, but I want to know, how did you feel about this game? And especially, was it as good as I said it was? Did I actually predict it right, or was this overrated like people on Twitter who have never played the game will tell you? I want to know, was this good? Like really that good? Because I know you're saying you want to play it. I know you said you clapped, so I have to assume pretty good, but I want to see it definitively. Yes, it was. I'm really glad to hear it. You know, I played this game to show it to you, and so I'm glad to see that I was not exaggerating, that this really was that. And I'm glad I got to be the way you got to see it, because it's, like, obviously it would have been cool if you played it on your own, but the nice thing is that you got to see this all the way through to the end and see somebody who really did like it and knows a lot about it. And so it's like, I feel like you get an appreciation for it that you wouldn't. But, like every other great thing, all good things come to an end. And this is the end of Thousand Year Door. Man, I love this game so much. You know, I can't even, it's so hard to describe it. You know, there are a select few games that I feel this way about. Doki Doki Literature Club, Earthbound, this game, and Xenoblade 3 and 2 I have these feelings about, where, like, I just love them so much. And I'm so glad I got to stream one of those games, finally. You know, I know not everybody got to show up for it, because these streams obviously are hard to watch if you never played it, but, you know, I'm just glad some people got to join me for the ride. Like, I think the only issue I had were some of the same ones you had, and here's a funny thing. I think the problem areas would not have bothered me as much as they did you. Huh, interesting. It's kind of surprising to hear. Like I said, I played Wizardry, so I don't mind this last stream being mostly dungeon. Well, I didn't mind it that much either. I was just saying, like, obviously it wasn't very story-focused for a good chunk of it, because we had to run through the rest of Chapter 7 and then the entire dungeon for Chapter 8 before we got to see that finale. You know, this is not one of those games where you get stuck on the end screen, by the way. Yes, save the game progress. On that note, what is next on Same Sono Stream, Same Sono Channel? Well, you know what? I'll talk about it, because I'm not, like, leaving right away. Let's go to the file select screen, because you guys can see all those nice crystal stars. It's really great. And there is one more thing to show you. I should warn you, I've heard Cave Story. Apparently it's stupid hard. Well, again, we'll talk about it in a minute, but there's one more thing to show you. You're a strange one, sir. It must have been something special. There's something special to convince you to return. Although, if I had a Goomba that cute waiting for me at the dock, I might return too. Well, whatever you're doing, be careful. Goodbye, sir. Long time no see, Mario. I'm totally glad I get to see you again. This is awesome. Everyone's ready. We heard you were coming, so we've been waiting for you here. So are you ready to go? Wherever you want to go, we're ready to go with you. Let's go find out what that treasure was. So, Nasara, I have a confession to make. What's the confession? Also, again, we'll talk about the streams in a second. I just want to go do this since it's the last note. I'm a little worried about what confession Sheldon's gonna make. Oh.
You seem pretty cheery, and as always, I am happily busy with my research. By the by, do you know what was in that treasure chest we found at the palace? It contained a dried shroom. Oh no, it's nothing to be disappointed by. Now we know for certain that people indeed ate mushrooms 1,000 years ago. This is a groundbreaking anthropological discovery.
That was the treasure. It was a dried shroom. It's fucking really funny that was the payoff to it. There we go. During the last stream I was in the Delta Room when I was playing Sticker Star and I 100%ed it, including all the stupid flags. I mean, like, that's fine. Like, whatever. If you enjoy Sticker Star, good for you. I don't, that's for sure. But it is what it is. So yes, if you want to, you can come back and do all the side content that's still left. It's like, the game doesn't lock you out of that, which is really nice. And you don't have to run all the way back from the dungeon, which is also great. It wasn't really worth it, but it's kind of cool because it's a childhood thing I never did. I had no interest in doing it by the time I beat the game. Like, I started out trying to do it, and then by the end I was done. I was like, I don't like this game enough to even try. But there we go. It's kind of crazy getting to say I'm at the end of this. I know it's not like the longest series of streams I did. In fact, Omori was technically longer. But it's always cool when you get to the end of like a major series of streams you're doing that's like goes on for more than a couple of streams at least. And it's cool. We got 1,000 Year Door done. So, as I said, I do have some plans. This week I'm going to be streaming a little more than usual because I have the whole week off. And so, firstly, Friday definitively is going to be Luigi's Mansion Day. We're going to stream the entirety of Luigi's Mansion 1 from beginning to end, which doesn't mean a lot. The game's only 4 hours, and that's with me doing all of the side stuff that you usually can do. And so it'll be a nice little celebration for Halloween, I think. It should be really fun. As far as the middle of the week, I am going to do, at bare minimum, one more stream, I think. And it is either going to be, I'm going to go through the entirety of Deltarune's Snowgrave route and finish it off. So that's one option. Option number 2, I can try to beat Cave Story. That one I'm a little worried about because I don't know if I'm going to be able to beat it or not. Or 3, if I really want to, I could start Xenoblade back up. Now, part of me is considering just finishing up what we have first and then starting Xenoblade in November, but I don't have any issue just starting back at Xenoblade. Like, I'd be down to do a Xenoblade stream. I don't know if I'll leave it up to vote or if I'll just, like, decide on the day. I don't exactly know. I know November is going to be, like, the plan is basically I'm not starting any new games in November at all. We're finishing all the stuff we have and spending the rest of the time on Xenoblade. Let's see. I guess I kind of enjoy completing it and grinding it out, but only if it's something else I can listen to. I see. Okay. So I'm taking a break from streaming on Friday. I mean, like, I guess I'm sorry, yeah. Not that I haven't taken, like, a million breaks lately. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Sorry. I thought it would be a good day to do it, because it's like, yeah, I don't know. I can't do it on Saturday or Thursday, so it's like, that's the closest to Halloween I can do it. Because I think, well, what day is Halloween? Tuesday. I work, but also I think it might be a bad idea because Halloween is going to have trick-or-treaters, so I'd rather not risk it, and I'd rather not take up your Halloween night when you're playing Luigi's Mansion. I wouldn't want to do it again. I understand that. Thing is, a lot of the games I'm into right now are ones that would be a pain to stream. Well, that's the thing. Like, just pick a game that you really loved or whatever. Like, just pick something that you would love to replay, even if it's something that, like, you might not always be in the mood for. Just something that you really enjoy playing. Because, like, 1,000 Year Door is one of those cases where, like, I just love the game. Like, I knew I'd want to stream it irregardless.
I guess it's just something I wanted to do once, but Sticker Star is still bad. Yeah, I agree on that one, that's for sure. Like, even if you didn't have religious objections, I've been playing Tune and Quake, and, like, those are long, but don't have a lot of story. Yeah, I guess that's fair. To be fair, you said you're going to be streaming Super Mario RPG in November, and, like, that should be a pretty good way to start. Because, like, you know, I guess I did start with Xenoblade, didn't I? And that is one of my favorite games. But even then, it's not my favorite of that trilogy. Like, I vastly prefer 2 and 3. You know, I just think it's smarter to start with 1 because, like, technically you could play 2 without really knowing the story of 1, and it doesn't affect much until, like, the end of the game. You lose out on some context. But 3 is really hard to just start because it kind of relies on a lot of context from 1 and 2. You could enjoy the story, but I think you'd be missing something. Yeah, so we'll see how I'm feeling this Wednesday. Because obviously it might be a good idea to just get Snowgrave out of the way since, like, we could finish it and then be done with Deltarune. And I don't think it's going to take that long to do. Wait, dude, what? Speak louder. Oh, is the game covering me or something? Why does the mic do that sometimes? Where it's like, the volume's not very good. I heard you say something about liking the middle of the trilogy. I like Xenoblade 2 and 3 a lot better than I like Xenoblade 1, but I still started with 1, which is one of my favorite games of all time, I guess, technically. So I guess I was going to say, like, I didn't technically start with my absolute favorite game. I just started with one I really liked a lot, but, like, that's not really true. But if you want to do, I don't know, I just think Super Mario RPG would be really fun to watch. That's why I keep asking for it. Or mute the game. I did turn the volume down. Like, I kind of want to get all the stupid cards in Super Paper Mario, but that might take even longer. I would not recommend it. I remember doing that shit when I was a kid, and it was a pain. I don't even remember if I got all the cards or not. Technically, I didn't, because I didn't get the Samurai Kingdom ones. And so it's like, that sucks, because I literally got to, like, what was it, like 70-something, 77? And I was playing Super Paper Mario on my friend MJ's Wii. If I ever play Super Paper Mario, I'll probably explain more why that happened. But I got all the way there, and then somebody turned the Wii off while, like, I don't remember why, but somebody turned the Wii off, and I never beat it, because that frustrated me so much I didn't want to go back and do it. You know, so, I don't know. I guess the question really just comes down to, like, Cave Story is really it's really hard to know whether that's the better one to do, because, like, I like Cave Story, but I'm having a real tough time with it, and I think that's what stresses me out. Like, I enjoy the game, but it's like, obviously I'm not doing very well whenever I play it. Like, I die a lot, and I always feel bad because it's like, it's not very fun to watch me lose over and over, I imagine, you know, and so it's like, but I do want to finish it because I started it. It'd be fucking weird to not finish it now. Like, you know, why would I get this far and then just be like, yeah, no, I'm done. Fuck you. You know, like, it'd be really stupid, but I also don't know how long the rest of the game even is. And that's the question. That's the problem. Is like,
you can be the undead.
You know, I've never played this game, so, like, I legitimately have no idea how long it is, just ever.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Cave Story. So we went through the acorn.
And I'm a robot.
Yeah.
Bleep, bloop.
Huh.
Might not be that close to the end of the game then.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Cave Story. So last time we rescued Curly. Yeah, so he didn't get.
Yeah, I don't think I'm close enough to the end of the game where I could beat it in, like, a stream. So I may choose Deltarune Chapter 2 if I'm going to prioritize one or the other. My old file, had almost all of them, but my Wii is having trouble reading discs right now, and I could play it on the Wii U, but that's on the same file. Ah, I see. The heck are you listening to? It was just like I was clicking on a Let's Play just to see about where I was. Yeah, that'd be awful. Someone only playing part of a game and then not finishing it. Yeah, that would be pretty unfortunate. You know, but yeah, so I think it's more likely I choose Deltarune. Just because it's like, why not? Like, it might as well do that. Just because, like, Cave Story, I think, would be easier to just kind of do on the side occasionally until I beat it, since it looks like we're about halfway
through the game, and it's like, well, that was 2 streams that were like fairly sizable, so. Making a joke about myself, actually. Yeah, he was making a joke about... Troy started a Cave Story Let's Play, and he got, like, whatever, to the part where you first meet Curly, and then he just stopped. He never uploaded another part. So you want me to finish Equinox, then? I'd rather you not finish Equinox, I'm gonna be honest, just be you can give up on that one. Please, just start Super Mario RPG. I'd rather watch that one, because it's a fun game, just be, it's a good game. I like it. I don't know. I think it's okay to drop games if they get Kaizo hard. Well, I don't think Cave Story's been Kaizo hard. It's just hard. Did Deltarune end? Okay, so technically, yes. I beat chapters 1 and 2, and that's the end of Deltarune as it's been released so far. But there is an alternate route for chapter 2 called Snowgrave. And I want to do Snowgrave because I thought it would be kind of fun to just be like, hey, let's do that, because it's like, hey, let's see what happens in it. And it might be smart to do it this week, considering it fits the Halloween theme a little bit, since it's, like, slightly darker, technically, than the regular game. So it's like, hey, it fits. Let me turn the game down a little more, because I feel like it's still kind of overpowering me. Yeah, the final episode was Yugi dueling Yami. That was not a thing. Oh, yeah, you want to do Snowgrave. Yeah, I wanted to do Snowgrave, just because why not? Yeah, I gave up on Equinox because the thing is, it was a game I loved for a hot moment when my brain needed that type of game, but I beat it on my own, and it's hard to want to play it again. Fair. Again, I just want to see Mario RPG. Especially because now I finished streaming my Mario RPG, so I think it'd be fun to watch you play the one that was around when you were a kid. Because, you know, this was my childhood Mario RPG. You know... So, I don't know, freaking... I think we'll probably do Deltarune Chapter 2. I still want to do Xenoblade, I gotta be honest. I know I said November would be Xenoblade month, but, like, man, I really want to do Xenoblade, because I love Xenoblade. I started playing it earlier today to do the side quests and stuff. I said this earlier. But I started doing some of the side stuff, and it's like, man, this is so fun. I forgot how much I liked this. And so it's like, I'm so excited for us to get back into it. I do need to grind a little bit more, but that's fine. It's like, oh no, I need to get one more level, which I don't need to. I just want to be at level like 49 or whatever, because that would just be nice. Like, that just seems like a good time to do it. To be fair to Equinox, I have the same feelings about games like Puyo Tetris, which is actually still good, just right now I can't play puzzle games. I don't like puzzle games that much. I like Zelda, and that's about it, if you want to count that. And those vary in their puzzle complexity from, like, kind of easy to, like, Twilight Princess, which can get a little tough at points. But it varies quite heavily from game to game, how tough they are. And I don't mind that. Like, I like Wind Waker a lot, and that game's easy as heck, but I don't really... It's okay. Like, it's not a big deal. You know, so... Either way. Yeah. I'm so excited to do Xenoblade again. I know I took a break from it for a while, and that doesn't imply that I didn't like the game. Literally all it means is just that I took a break from it because we were streaming it and Omori at the same time, and I didn't want to do 2 big, long RPGs at the same time. And that's the problem when I started Thousand Year Door, like, whatever, 3 or 4 streams in, I'm like, man, I'd like to play Xenoblade, but I'm not going to start it until Thousand Year Door is done. Because, like, it's an RPG, you know what I mean? And I bet those people in Rogueport are saying, are Mario and Goombella going to get a room? I mean, I don't know. It depends. Like, does Mario think of Goombella like that? I'm not really sure. You know, I'm not sure in the Mario universe if people have babies anyway, so I guess it wouldn't be that weird if he dated a Goomba. It's just kind of like, they are a different species, but like, okay, well, reasonably, there's not that many Mario-esque humans in the Mushroom Kingdom, so like, his choices are Peach, Pauline, but Pauline's like really fucking tall, so I doubt that's gonna work out. Daisy, but that's Luigi's girl, so that's not happening. And Rosalina, but like, Rosalina's not dating fucking anyone. She's Rosalina, like, she's like a fucking weird-ass space entity, basically. I guess I can find a way for me to kind of enjoy Sticker Star, but this game is way better in just every way. Yeah, that's... So here's the thing. There are good parts of Sticker Star, as much as I hate that game. There's good things in it, but, like, it's just such a massive downgrade from the other Paper Mario games. All 3 of them. All 3 of its predecessors are way better in every way. I would legitimately rather play any of those 3. You know, and I love all three of them. 64 is a little bit more basic, but I do enjoy it. And Super Paper Mario's weird, and it's a 2D platformer, but it's got a really good story. I don't think that was meant in a romantic sense. More like because they're sleeping right outside the inn. Oh, okay. Well, either way, you know, Goombella does definitely have those feelings. She's pretty overt about it, but I don't know. I have a feeling all the other Paper Marios are going to seem like a downgrade after this. Kinda. 64 would be harder to go back to because it's way more basic in terms of its storytelling. Super Paper Mario is a little different. That game, its main issue is actually its gameplay, I think, because it can be kind of irritating at certain points. They clearly had never designed a 2D platformer before. Its story, though, and I'm going to say this, okay? Its individual chapter stories are not as good as this game. Its overarching story, though, is better than this one. And I'm not joking. If you thought this game was very un-Mario in its storytelling, then you have seen nothing yet, because Super Paper Mario is crazy. I think in Yoshi's New Island, they show babies coming from a magic baby island in the sky. Yeah, that sounds about right. The only thing that's disappointing about Paper Mario 64 is it was a Bowser's the bad guy plot, and after Super Mario RPG, I like Bowser more as a rival than a villain. I agree with that. It's always been something I've kind of had negative feelings about with 64, is like, I think they do as good of a job as they can feasibly with Bowser being the villain. I at least am glad there's an example of that working, but still, it feels very basic. But to put this into perspective, Sticker Star, Color Splash, and Mario and Luigi Paper Jam all have Bowser as the main villain. I don't know why. They all have horrible stories too. Like, nobody likes their stories. Isn't Yoshi's New Island the one with the fantastic soundtrack? Okay, so I am gonna say it does have some really bad tracks. It's got some really good ones too. I feel like people are really mean to that game because of a couple things, but the game was fine. Like, it literally just feels like Yoshi's Island DLC with a kind of weird art style that I like. Honestly, the main reason I like this game more than 64 is because it's got stylish moves and super guards. I like it better because it's got better chapters and a better overarching story and better characters. Because, like, realistically, 64 doesn't have, like, these fun characters in every chapter. The partners barely talk, and, like, most chapters don't really have, like, characters. Chapter 5 has Colorado, and that's, like, a really funny thing, and I'd like that they did more of that, but, like, Chapter 4, you just go through a toy box with Shy Guys. Whoa. Crazy. You know, like, there are sometimes like a funny little gag character, but they never get to do as much as the characters in this game, I guess. Hey, there's one more girl Mario could get with. Bowsette. That's not a girl. There's no real character either. With the kazoos, yep, that is part of the soundtrack, indeed. The Yoshi Clan track is pretty bad. But yeah, so, I don't know. Forget, I was gonna say something else. I was like on a track of something else, but this was fun. This was really fun to stream. I'm glad I got to relive this with people, you know. To be honest, I replayed the original Yoshi's Island on SNES recently, and I kind of found it dull. I like Yoshi's Island, but what's weird about it is I loved it on my first playthrough. Now I can't get into Yoshi games anymore, and I think it's because I don't like the fact that, like, you either collect all of the collectibles or you collect none. There's no point in collecting 15 of the whatever this or 4 flowers because otherwise you don't get anything for it. It's like, okay, well, now I don't want to collect this because it stresses me out trying to get all the red coins and all the flowers and all this and that. And so it's like, the game isn't very fun, though. It's not as interesting level design-wise if you don't collect all the things, which is like, man, this kind of sucks. It was one of the games Hungry Gorilla's video mentioned that I agreed with. Ah, I see. Again, I still like it, and I think visually it's actually probably the prettiest SNES game to me. I think that's something that most people wouldn't contest, that, like, it's a really good-looking SNES game. But that being said, yeah, I agree with you. I think it gets worse if you've played it more than once. That's just how it goes, you know? But you can't do much about it. Also, now I'm not doing this for a bit, obviously, because November is not going to have any new games that I'm going to be playing. But, like, I really want to stream Earthbound now, too. Because, like, I just think that'd be so fun to stream that. I don't know how other people would feel about watching me play Earthbound, but, like, I just love Earthbound. IRC, the SNES games she mentioned were ActRaiser, Breath of Fire, Yoshi's Island, Donkey Kong Country, and Final Fantasy VI. Donkey Kong Country is an interesting one, because like, I like that game, and I like Donkey Kong Country too, but it's so weird to me that people will tell you with no, like, no irony that that is one of the best platformers of all time, and it's like, it was good, but the game is kind of bullshit at a couple points. Like, there are some levels that are just actually, like, kind of poorly designed, in my opinion. And also, Tropical Freeze, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, runs circles around that game. I don't care, okay? I have no nostalgia for Tropical Freeze or Donkey Kong Country 2. Tropical Freeze is so good. It is so good. It is, like, one day I'm going to stream it to show, like, it is just one of the best 2D platformers ever made. The first two Paper Mario games are real close for me. Really? I think that's interesting because to me it's like, it's Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door, and then second is Super Paper Mario, and then in third is Paper Mario 64. Yeah, I'm going to be honest, Donkey Kong Country, even back in the day, I thought it was overhyped. It was mainly the visuals that seemed to really catch people's attention, and I never played DKC 2 or 3 until they came to Switch. I only played them when they were on Wii U for the first time, so like, but I also played Tropical Freeze for the Wii U, or on the Wii U first, because that's where the game came out. I haven't actually played many SNES games. There are some good ones and some kind of overrated ones. I would say generally, besides Super Mario RPG, avoid the Mario games because they're generally just kind of average quality or like good but not amazing. Or there's Super Mario Kart, which... And Zelda's not that great either. I'm going to be real. Link to the Past is very overrated. But, like, Super Metroid's really good. Earthbound is phenomenal. Like, if I'm going to recommend any game from the SNES library, it's Earthbound. It's hard to get into at first, because the game does a lot of stuff that's, like, kind of almost designed to make you angry or unhappy, but that's the point. Like, that's the intent. I like Mario Kart. Sono doesn't. Otherwise, so far, I'm agreeing with Sono. Yeah, I mean, that's about what it is. Here's the thing with Super Mario Kart. I think the problem is I would just rather play any other Mario Kart game. They all control a lot better. Like, Super Mario Kart is just very slippery for me. Like, I can't enjoy it because it feels like I can't control the characters. And it's like Super Circuit has the same controls, but it's a little tighter, and so I can enjoy it a little more. But I think I just don't like Mode 7 racers that much. I guess F-Zero 99 aside, like, that one was really fun. But yeah, it's like, there are some really good SNES games, but you gotta kind of fish around for them. The RPGs are usually across the board really good. I need to play Chrono Trigger fully because I've heard it's really good. Maybe I'll stream it, honestly. I think that'd be the smartest way to play it. That way I actually get through the game, but I'm not gonna be doing that for a bit, and Earthbound's gonna come before I ever do Chrono Trigger. But I've heard that one's good. Final Fantasy games on the console are pretty much across the board. Well, I don't know about 5. I've never played 5. But it's a safe bet going with 4 or 6, especially the latter. People love that one. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Because there's so many SNES games that it's hard to, like, get it into my mind. Like, I know it sounds weird, but it's like there's just so many. Kirby Superstar is good, but not, like, amazing. Like, it's a Kirby game. Donkey Kong Country is kind of similar in that it's like it's good, but kind of bullshit at certain points. Mega Man X, if you like Mega Man, you're gonna love Mega Man X. I was gonna put Chrono Trigger on my hit list. Oh, I see, okay. I like Mario World and Mega Man X, but I just haven't played a lot of them. Earthbound was one I want to try at least at some point. I'm a pretty known, I wouldn't call it hater of Mario World. I like the game okay, but I have a lot of problems with it, and it's pretty well known whenever I talk about it in streams. I really do think, though, the worst part about it is if people had not told me that it was the best Mario game of all time, and that ones that I grew up with, like Sunshine and Galaxy, those games were fucking shitty games compared to the greatest Mario game of all time, Mario World. I don't think I'd be as angry about it. I don't think I'd be as biased against it. I think I would just be like, yeah, it's another good Mario platformer. It's good. It's great. Like Mario 3 and 2 and 1. Like, I like all those games. But because people kind of ruined it for me, it's so hard for me to see it objectively, because every time I play it, no matter what I do, the first thought is always to be like, oh, wow, what a great design choice. This is clearly the best Mario game. And it sucks because it's like, why am I letting this opinion that I haven't heard in 10 years live rent-free in my head? But I just can't stop it. There's nothing I can do. I tried to play Final Fantasy V, but didn't get into it for some reason. Like I said before, I used to love Final Fantasy, but as time went on, I got turned off of it. I like certain entries a lot. 7's my favorite. I know that's a really obvious one, like everybody loves 7, but like I love 7. I like Yoshi's Island, but I haven't played it in forever, and it was the GBA one. I mean, GBA Yoshi's Island is the exact same as the SNES one. There's some, like, the graphics are a tiny bit worse, and even then, not by much. 4 and Mystic Quest are unironically my favorites on the SNES. It's so shocking to me that you prefer it over the one everybody loves the most on SNES. You know, like, that's just not something I ever hear. But, yeah, I don't know. The SNES is an interesting console. I appreciate it a lot because it feels like the first point in gaming where I really start to, like, genuinely just like games because they start to feel a lot more like the things I grew up with. There's still a little bullshit sometimes. Like, difficulty can be kind of irritating. Some games are actually cheap. I know people will say, oh, well, get good. I'm sorry. Sometimes it's not get good. Sometimes it's just bad design. I don't care. But, like, I generally like the console. Game Boy is also usually pretty good, and the N64 I usually like pretty well. I feel like those games are really clunky. They're hard to get into, but if I do, I usually like them. Like, I liked Banjo-Kazooie as much as I had, like, problems with it. Oh, I love Kirby's Avalanche. I have not played Kirby's Avalanche. So, I don't know. Like, I can't really judge it, I guess. Kirby's Dream Course is kind of a goofy multiplayer game. If you're playing it with people, like, it's really, like, wacky. But yeah, I don't know. I'm more of a GameCube kid, if you can't tell. Like, I usually played most... Like, I can tell you a lot about GameCube stuff from Nintendo, at least, like, their first-party offerings. Besides maybe, like, Geist. I haven't played Geist yet, so I don't know, but... Like, I've played most of their GameCube-era entries, and so it's the one I grew up with, so obviously I have the most fondness for it. It's the only Kirby game I've beaten. That's really surprising. Kirby games are really short. Kirby's Avalanche is basically Mean Bean Machine, aka Puyo Puyo 1, but with Kirby graphics and music, which, in my honest opinion, makes it better than Mean Bean. Yeah, probably fair. Kirby music's great. The franchise for me is always just kind of there. Like, I like it. I think it's fun, but, like, Kirby never really hits me, I guess, like other platformers do. I did really like Forgotten Land. I think that one was great. I hope they make another 3D one, because that's like the best Kirby game as far as I'm concerned. But every other Kirby game is just kind of good. I just like them. They're fun. Nah, I mean Bean better. Nah, I like Mean Bean better. Of course you do. That's the meme. The meme Bean. You know? But I don't know. I think it's really funny that whenever 16-bit stuff is brought up, it's always Sonic that comes from the Genesis, and it's like, I'm gonna be real, I'm not very good at the Genesis games, so I just prefer Sonic in 3D, and the rest of the Genesis library, every time I play a Genesis game, I'm like, this isn't for me. You know, it sucks too, because that's the only one Sega ever re-releases, even though I want them to re-release Saturn and Dreamcast games. I would really like them on the Switch. It'd be so nice if I could play something from Sega that isn't from the Genesis, but they don't ever re-release them. It sucks. Thoughts on 3D Blast? It's fine, I guess. Like, I don't know. It's a very average quality game. I like it visually. I think it's a really funny looking game, but, like, the gameplay is just kind of very to me. I don't like the core concept of it, because it just feels like busy work to me. You know what I mean? I'll BRB. Alright, that's fine. Ugh, man, I don't know what the frick I did to my foot, but, like, it's been hurting. It's like I stretched a muscle in it or something. You know, but, yeah, so, I don't know. I was just curious. That's fair. Like, I don't mind answering the question. Like, you know, if people ask me stuff, I'm fine with answering it as long as I actually have an answer, but sometimes I don't. Well, yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of surprised I beat this game today. I'm going to be honest. My original, like, assumption was I was not going to beat it. Because it's like, okay, like, how am I gonna get through all of the rest of Chapter 7 and then all of Chapter 8 in one go? But, like, I guess I did technically have to play it after I went to church, but that's fine. Like, it didn't bother me. And it took an hour and a half to beat it, so it's like, okay, well, that's cool. You know? And so I'm just glad I got to beat this today, and now I'm finished with it. I don't have to stream it. Like, I like streaming it, but it's like, you know, we've been playing it for a while. I want to do some of the other stuff, finish some of this stuff up, and do some Xenoblade now, because I'm very excited about it. I can't believe Luigi beat the Shadow Queen. He's such a winner. For real, though. He's such a good guy. And he did that at the same time as he was saving the Waffle Kingdom in Princess Eclair. You know? You ever played Xenoblade, Sheldon? I know it's Sheldon, but I like saying Sheldon because it's just an easier name to, like, link to you, since it's like, that's a real name. He was in 2 places at once. That's so Luigi. He is number 2, to be fair. Oh, man, I'm freaking getting tired. I'm gonna have to cook some food here. I'm gonna make some chicken. Because I at the store this week, I went to this place that's down the road from me called Bash's. And they had these massive things of chicken, like huge-ass pieces of chicken. And I got them for $8 each. And each of these pieces of chicken are like a meal in and of themselves. It's crazy. I agree about Kirby. I don't hate those games, but they're just kind of to me. Except for Adventure, which I get a nostalgic boost from, but that's it. I just think Adventure is notable for being the best NES game of all time. I'm going to keep saying that. I know it's going to trigger somebody, but it's, as far as I'm concerned, the best one. I love Kirby's Adventure. It's great. You know, kicked Mario's ass on that platform, too. And that's despite the fact that Mario 3 is pretty great, too. I like that one a lot, because it's got a lot of power-up variety. It just sucks that you can't get to use, like, the hammer suit in any other game, basically. They never brought it back as, like, a major power-up. And it's like, man, I like this power-up. Bring it back. The boomerang suit's cool, too, but, like, I don't know. There's just something about the hammer suit that I always liked. They also don't use the frog suit, and, like, I just want that back because Mario looks great as a frog. But yeah, it's funny. As much as I want to defend the Genesis, a lot of my most positive memories are with the SNES. It happens. You know, it is what it is. You know, everybody's gonna have a certain, like, thing, and the thing is, I'm not, like, I don't shit on the Genesis, like, oh, you're wrong for liking it. I'm not even shitting on it. I'm just saying the games aren't really for me. I don't ever want to be the guy who's like, oh, the games that you grew up with were bad, and the ones that I grew up with were way better. The only time I ever do that is in a case where I think it's objectively just way cooler, or it's a case where it's like, okay, well, realistically, I'm kind of just mad at Mario World and Link to the Past because I have a childish bias against them, and it's not fair. But it's like, new games that come out, like, you don't ever see me being like, oh, Odyssey is so lame, Mario Galaxy was so much better, and the kids these days just don't know quality games. Like, no, I'm happy for them. Odyssey was great. I do prefer Galaxy, but I loved Odyssey. I'm glad people are getting to play really cool Mario games. You know? I haven't played Final Fantasy in terms of RPGs. I've basically only played Mario and Pokemon and Sonic Chronicles. So you're one of those guys. You're the, I avoided, you're the relax-alax type. You know, I avoided RPGs my whole life besides specifically a couple of, like, select ones. Right now I'm playing through a Genesis game called Phantasy Star 2. I like it, but it's not a game that you'd like. Most RPG fans tend to say they only like Phantasy Star 4. I just want to play Phantasy Star Online. It'd be nice if Sega would re-release that on the Switch and I could play it. The original. Specifically, I want to play the Dreamcast one. I think if there's any Genesis games worth streaming, it would be Landstalker, Crusader of Senti, and Shining Force 2. What about Sonic the Hedgehog? What about Sonic the Hedgehog 2? What about Sonic the Hedgehog 3? And Knuckles? You know? You gotta think about that, Jisby. Maybe one day I'll actually sit down and try to learn the Sonic Genesis games. Because the thing is like, Sonic Genesis games, they're designed so that you play them and then you get better at them as you, like, continue to play them over and over. But I've never beaten them, and, like, every time I play them, I just feel bad because I'm not good at the games. I already streamed Sonic 3. Still, I haven't been able to beat Sonic Genesis on stream. Although if I'm doing another Sonic game, it's gonna be Adventure 2, because like I already did Adventure 1, so like, why would I not do the second one if I was gonna do another Sonic game? You know, that's my opinion at least. I also did Sonic R and Blast, I guess, if you want to count those, but you know, in terms of an actual stream series, it's like I'd like to do Sonic Adventure at some point. I also want to do Metroid Prime. I think that would be really fun because I love Metroid Prime. I want to do Metroid Dread. Honestly, I'd be down to do all the 2D Metroid games at some point. So I'd like to do that. I want to stream Super Mario Sunshine really bad. I love that game so much, and like I'd love to get to play it again on stream. But I'm every time I play it when I'm recording it, I suddenly just lose all skill for that game, and I get horrible, and I don't know why. It's like I've tried to record videos, or like record footage of it for videos, and I always just mess up over and over, and I don't know why. Also, it's supposed to be pronounced as Sheldon. Or Sheldon, it just has 2 L's. Okay. Maybe that's what it was then. I just have been calling you Sheldon regardless, but if that's how it's pronounced, then that's fine. But yeah, it's like, I don't know, I just have so many games I want to stream. I want to do the other 2 Xenoblade games after I beat Xenoblade 1 as well. Like, I really love 2 and 3. And the thing with 2 is that game is super flawed, but I love it. Like, I love it so much, and I'd like to kind of show it off. Both the good and the bad. Sheridan. Okay. You're saying it right. Okay, well, that's good to hear. Glad to hear it. But yeah, I don't know. I've just got so many games I want to stream. There's a lot of GameCube games. There's also Pikmin 2 I want to do, I guess, if we're including GameCube games. Because I want to stream the Pikmin series, like, just all of them at some point. Jisby missed my Pikmin 1 stream, which sucked because that was a fun stream. And it would have been way more fun to show him Pikmin, but I already streamed it, and I guess I could just stream it again. There's nothing stopping me, but still. I want to do Pikmin 2, though, and Pikmin 3. Pikmin 4 I'll wait on, because that's, like, it's too new. I want to wait. I want to do Luigi's Mansion 3 at some point. We're doing Luigi's Mansion 1 for right now, and I think that'll be good. I want to do Doki Doki Literature Club, mainly just to talk about my memories with it, because like I have a huge attachment to that game, and I'd like to talk about it at some point, in some format. You know, so like there's just so many games I'd like to stream. There's too many. There's way too many video games. That's not even including the fact that I want to stream Super Paper Mario at some point too, because I love that game and I'd like to show it off. And heck, maybe one day I'll stream Sticker Star just to torture people and then show that, yes, no, it is actually as bad as I say it is. You know, just as Thousand Year Door is as good as I said it was, Sticker Star is just about as bad as I said it was. You know, so like, I don't know, there's too many games to play, not enough time. You know? I would say I'd stream a Pokemon game, but the problem is, like, I feel like that'd only be fun for, like, one stream, and then it wouldn't be. If I am going to ever stream a Pokemon game, though, it'll be Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky. Because that game is really, really good. It's the only Pokemon game that I actually think is worth saying is, like, a genuinely fantastic game. I know it sounds weird coming from, like, a weird spin-off game, but no, genuinely, it's that good. Man. Yeah, if I'm honest, the main Pokemon games are kind of eh. I never played the Mystery Dungeon games, though. Not all of the Mystery Dungeon games are that great, but if you were going to play one, I would recommend Explorers of Sky, specifically. Or Darkness or Time. Explorers of Darkness and Time are the same game as Sky. There's a little bit of extra content in Sky, but, like, realistically, it doesn't matter that much. They are the reason why I think that Pokemon games could have good stories if they wanted to. Because it has a genuinely good story. In fact, it was the second game that made me cry as a kid. Like, to put that into perspective. Like, its story does actually hit that hard, and it's got some really cool twists that happen. It's crazy. It's shocking to me that, like, they made such a good game, and then, like, the mainline games just never did anything like that at all. It really sucks. As far as basic Pokemon goes, it's fine. Like, I don't mind it. If I was going to stream it, it'd be like a Nuzlocke or something, since that might be kind of funny to do. But I just don't think I have the patience for Pokemon, because it's boring. Like, I just get so bored whenever I play them now. You know, I don't know. They just don't vibe with me like they did when I was a kid. It sucks. I used to be so into them, and now something doesn't work. Don't know why. What's a Nuzlocke? Basically, it's like a rule set you can play with Pokemon, where it's like, Every route that you enter the first Pokemon that pops up in the wild grass, you have to catch it. And if you lose a Pokemon in battle, if they faint at all, you have to let them go in the box. Like, you cannot use them ever again. So it's basically like they die, I guess is what you would call it. And the whole gimmick with it is like, you have to nickname all the Pokemon too. I think that's a rule. And so it's like you get real attached to these Pokemon and you have to take very careful care of them, because if you fuck up and they die, you cannot use them again. Like, you just lose them, and that's the whole gimmick with a Nuzlocke. Yeah, Pokemon ain't great, lol. Sky does genuinely have a good story, though. Exactly, is what I'm talking about. Like, everybody knows this, too, who's played it. Like, that's always what you'll hear, is, like, Pokemon games are just, like, okay, and they have okay stories, but Explorers of Sky has a really good story. Wasn't there a Pokemon Coliseum game in the GameCube that had an interesting story? Not really. So, Pokemon Coliseum's story, it, like, starts off kind of interesting, because it's like, oh, you're, like, a renegade ex-thief guy, and like there's like some motivation there, but like most of the story just boils down to not a lot happening. Like it's not that interesting, and the game is very padded with like kind of irritating amounts of battles, and so it's like it's not really that interesting of a story. At least not in the sense that like it's something that I'd be like, yeah, you need to play this if you want to like see a good story in a Pokemon game, whereas Explorers of Sky just genuinely has a good story, you know. And it sucks that it does, because it's like you try to point people to this game and they don't want to play it because they get scared off of it, because the mystery dungeon format, I guess, is scary to people. I don't know why, but like they just won't touch it. They won't play mystery dungeon games. Mainline Pokemon fans do not give a shit. They'll beg and beg and beg for better stories, and then they won't play the ones that have good stories. It's like, why don't you try out Mystery Dungeon? It's got a lot of regular Pokemon mechanics in it. There's a couple of additional things you have to learn, but for the most part, it's fairly simple to get into. And like, if they remake Explorers of Sky, I think it'd be really easy to do, because like Rescue Team DX on Switch, like that was a fairly easy game to get through. It was way less difficult than the originals. They did a bunch of quality of life enhancements, which was really nice. And it's like, I like that game. I don't think it's nearly as good as Explorers of Sky, mind you. I think it's like a little, it's the Paper Mario 64 to Explorers Thousand Year Door, if you catch my drift. Like, it's just that much of an expansion on it. Coliseum and DX are interesting because they're weird and different, but there's not very much to it, really. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about them. You know, it really sucks, though, that the Pokemon spin-off games are, like, far more interesting across the board than the mainline games. Like, Pokemon Snap, I just genuinely like. I think it's just a really fun vibe game. You know, I like that. I love the Mystery Dungeon games, so it's like, I just want more of those, and they barely ever do them. They only ever do mainline games. Oh, by the way, one exception to the rule, Pokemon Legends Arceus was pretty fun. I don't think the story was that amazing. It was just kind of, like, a little better than a regular Pokemon game story, but the game, I had a blast with it. I loved it so much. So that's the exception to the rule. It's the only Pokemon game that I actually genuinely think is just, like, great. Yeah, that isn't Mystery Dungeon or, like, a spin-off, basically. You know, so, I don't know. It's kind of funny that we've just been sitting here for, like, 30 minutes chatting about random stuff while Mario sleeps over there. I guess he earned a good rest considering how hard this adventure was on him, you know? But I don't know. Either way, this was just like overall like a really fun time. Like, this is just a fun game to stream. I'm glad I got to stream it for you guys. You know, and I'm glad Jispy enjoyed it, because it would have really sucked if I'd played the whole game and Jispy was like, yeah, this game actually wasn't that great. It sucked. It was boring. You know, like, it would have sucked if he felt the way about it that he felt like about Amori. It would have been really sad. You know, I was also kind of worried going in that you might dismiss it on principle because it was a Mario RPG, but I'm glad you didn't. Sigh, hoping we find a way to do that anime watching club. It would be kind of fun, yeah. I hope we get to do it at some point, but we got to figure out the logistics of it. And for right now, I'm fine with not bothering with it because, like, I gotta get ready for a new job, and so I don't want to, like, put too much on stuff. But anyways, I'm probably gonna end the stream here at 3 hours and 33 minutes. Like, that'll be the definitive end, irregardless, unless a comment pops up, like, right before I end it. But so I'll give you guys 3 minutes, you know, just in case we got any other things we want to get out of our system. Yeah, I need time to figure out Discord's screen time sound issue. Yeah, or screen share sound issue. That's how it goes. We're gonna have to get it figured out, but yeah, I don't know. You guys, this was a good time. I'm surprised I finished it, and it's a good thing. It took 8 streams, which I guess is 8 chapters, 8 streams seems about logical, but still, it's just cool that we got to see the end of it, and that there was really relatively little turbulence in this playthrough. There's a couple of things. Again, losing to the final boss really sucked because I pressed the item on the wrong person and I lost my freaking life shroom because a partner used it, but it is what it is. The upside, though, is my new microphone seems better at picking up sound, so doing webcam streams of PC games is easier now. You know what you could do then? You could stream Sonic R. You know? I'm going to keep asking you to stream it until you stream it, because Sonic R is Sonic R. It's everybody's... In the Discord, everybody, for some reason, it's not just me, everybody seems to love that game. I knew you'd say that. Of course you knew, because I always say it. Every time you bring up webcam streams, I'm like, yeah, you should stream Sonic R. Because I want to see you stream Sonic R. Because it's Sonic R. Like, why would you not want to see somebody stream that? You know? Then the one time I streamed Sonic R, you're not there. That doesn't count. If I wasn't there, it doesn't count. Wasn't real if I didn't see it. If a tree falls in the forest and I'm not there to hear it, does it make a sound? No. As far as I'm concerned, it didn't happen. You know? See, it made you laugh, so I guess that worked for something. But yeah, so I guess I'll start doing my end card here. So thank you everybody for... Oh wait, oh, you lost. That sucks. You have to rewatch the cutscene, right? Yeah, I had to rewatch the cutscene. It blew, but it was what it was. But yes, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this stream series of Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, one of my favorite games of all time. I had a great time streaming it, and as far as the next stream goes, we'll probably be doing Deltarune Chapter 2, the Snowgrave route specifically, for the first time. I've never done it, so I don't know what happens in it. And maybe after we'll do Cave Story, or maybe I'll do Xenoblade, who knows, because I might want to start it a little earlier than November, we'll see. But regardless, I hope you'll join me for that, and I hope you enjoyed this one, obviously, too. And with that, I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. I hope you guys have fantastic week coming up. And I'll see you guys at the next stream on either Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't really know definitively because it's going to be hard to tell until I do it. So just kind of keep an eye out on Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday is fairly likely. Wednesday is less likely, but I still might do a stream on Wednesday. Heck, I could do 2, who knows. But either way, see you later, Sheldon the Vaporeon. See you later, Jispy. See you later, Troy Sideways. And, you know, anybody else who might be in the stream, I don't know. Oakley Dokley, talking like Flanders for some reason. It's my favorite Simpsons character, so it's a good choice. You know, I vibe with him. But either way, I'll see you guys later, and I hope you guys have a good week, and take care.